welcome back to the G.B.B, guys. Jay once again. I'm joined by Shans today. Shans, what it do?
What's up, man?
Not much. International break is over. We're back on the channel, which means Manchester United are back this weekend. And they'll be playing Crystal Palace at home. Crystal Palace with a few players that can cause United problems and a few that won't. Shannon's got a bit of an agenda when it comes to Crystal Palace, and so do I. But to start with, let's look at Crystal Palace. The way that they've been playing at the moment is obviously not to where they would want to be, but they do have a talisman in their squad. Wilfried Zaha, I think, is one of the best players in the Premier League, and I think we made a very big mistake by letting him go. On the other hand, they have one Christian Benteke, which you could pretty much say is a budget version of Lukaku. The only problem is Lukaku's pretty much playing like he's Christian Benteke at the moment and not scoring goals. Shans, your point of view about Crystal Palace. Talk to me.
It's like you said, they've got one or two players that if they find cohesion, we could be made to pay. Andros Townsend, an absolute dynamo and very underrated for his skill.
Knows the Premier League very well.
Absolutely. Wilfried Zaha, like you say, just can make something out of nothing, runs at players, just an absolute monster when he's on his day. Our biggest support in this match will be Christian Benteke because it's bad. It's bad. He couldn't hit a pondo at the moment. So I think it might be time for the Turkish league for Benteke. He's just not the player that was meant to be, and he's definitely not doing the job that Crystal Palace paid for him. But I might be saying that, and he might make us pay because he can't pop up in
I was about to say that.
Yeah,
look, he's got
very
all
sneaky and strong fella. He's physical on the ball, but just can't get that foot off right.
And that's exactly what I was about to say. He's got all the physical attributes that make him potentially one of the best strikers in the world, but he just can't seem to find that finish. And that's what my fear is with Lukaku. Yes, this period before Christmas or going into Christmas has been historically a problem for him in finding the back of the net. It was also a problem for him, last season. During the same period of time, he did have issues. I'm still hoping and hopeful that he can find, a solution to that. We know he's going to come good. We know that he's going to start scoring goals again, and we know that he's going to be the beast that we always know that he can be. I think in this particular game, like you say, Shan, Andros Townsend, Van Aanholt, Zaha, they have good players, and they have players that, can be, once again, and the common theme for the season, they can be giant killers. And obviously we are the biggest little giant there is in the world right now, because it seems like every single minnow team that comes up against us, we're Goliath with the stature of David. Unfortunately, so teams like rolling us, and we seem to be susceptible to, smaller teams. I think, and what I was saying is, I think in this game it's going to be more on United to prove that they can win or do the things that are required to win, more than it's going to take from Crystal Palace to have to show that they're better than what, their position says. We're going to have a problem in this game because of, there's rumors obviously circulating, and we know that Lukaku didn't go for his international duties and play at full form. Pogba didn't go to the national team, and neither did Martial. We also have injury fears over Rashford, Valencia, Marcus Rojo, which we knew about anyway, but with all the talk of all the players that there's speculation to be injuries and have sat out of international duties, it's a bit scary to think that we could not have Pogba, Martial, Rashford, Lukaku, Valencia is massive. It sort of leans towards all the players that have been the difference and been the ones that I think are our better players. Might not feature. Shans, if we don't have those players in our starting 11, what could we do?
I think in terms of that, one Jesse Lingard for his international game was absolutely fantastic.
Yes,
he can be brilliant, and he can do that for us if we just give him a chance. So, I mean, for me, Lingard's at the precipice of just getting to that really elite level, but he dips in and out of form a bit too much. Sanchez, I think, will definitely get a run. Seeing as it's Crystal Palace and it's worth paying off that appearance fee for him. Get him out there, let him get a run, let him have a goal, get something to celebrate. But yeah, I mean, the one thing we're going to have to watch out from Crystal Palace is Wan-Bissaka. He's a very wiry player, very, very small in comparison to other physical centre-backs. But he is determined, dogged, and puts up an absolute fight. Their defence won't let us rest. And going forward from that defence, Van Aanholt, I mean, he plays like a striker when he gets in that forward area. So we got to really watch out for them. Get to win this game and really get our momentum back.
I'm thinking the same thing. Bissaka, obviously, yes. Van Aanholt. And I think the advantage that they have is those two players in particular like to get forward and they like to push up. They've also got a quality ball. Between the two of them across and even, getting into the box to get on the end of headers. They've done it before. They've done it this season. So I think Crystal Palace has an attacking threat all throughout their squad because they've got players like we just mentioned. Unfortunately for United, we don't have the same ability. Yes, we've got Luke Shaw, who's been fantastic this season, and yes, Chris Smalling has scored a couple, but Lindelof is still, finding his feet. He's still like Bambi, trying to get his foothold in the Premier League. And then you got Ashley Young, who will probably get every fifth cross into the box. Not saying that it's on someone's head, but we don't have that type of quality at the back to be able to push forward. And if we are going to miss any of those attacking players that I mentioned before, we could be in trouble. Yes, we still got Sanchez that can come in. We've got Lingard, of course. But we don't have too many other options outside of those guys that I'm saying. The midfield's obviously going to be rejigged quite a bit. And I think Herrera might get a start. There's a few other positions that are going to be up for grabs in this particular game. Obviously, they're not a massive opponent like we had against City or Juve. But like we've been saying, the giant killers are out there, and they seem to love mounting a win against United on their wall. Guys, Shannon and I have done our teams. You see them popping up. We've done our score predictions as well on FIFA 19. And I'm only just a few steps away from Shan. He seems to be covering a lot of ground, and it's, starting to get a bit scary.
I'll make you hurt in the end, that's it.
Hey, it's still got to be up and going. Still there. Guys, I want to thank you for joining us. We'll be doing a post-match review after the game. Let's hope United can get the 3 points. My prediction was a win. Shannon had a draw prediction. Let's hope it goes my way. It'll be good if the score is right as well. Guys, please check us out on all our social media platforms. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. Do all that good stuff. Shans, thanks for joining me. Everyone, thanks for watching our videos. Thanks for liking, doing all that stuff. We appreciate it. And please keep it going. Guys, from me and Shans, we'll catch you later. One.